Imagine getting in trouble with your parents, and instead of putting you into a timeout, they decide to duct tape your mouth and hands. It seems absurd, it seems ridiculous, but unfortunately, this was a reality for two little kids in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis police are investigating a Facebook picture showing two children bound with duct tape. The post was made in Memphis and reads, "Kids for sale, 45% because they are bad." Tennessee Department of Children's Services also investigating.
What's there to investigate? Come on, this is awful.
I mean,
child abuse.
those kids look like they're 2 and 3 years old. There's no way their brains can like manufacture this as okay or fun. I'm not sure what age it would ever be funny. It's not. And plus, kids, having 3 of them, are very snivelly. So I'm wondering if they can breathe. They got their mouths taped shut and they,
yeah, I mean, it's young kids. They're tough. I mean, it's tough having younger children. But as adults, we have to parent them appropriately. And that kind of behavior is just unacceptable.
No, and of course we have our moments with our kids where we want to pull our hair out and go, and our parents reacted the same way to us from time to time. But that's what, like you said,
we don't want to shame them or ridicule them, especially on social media.
They can be disciplined in such a way that it's a learning experience without subjecting them to something that truly is physical.
Well, you talk about all the things in the world we need a license for. You need a license to drive. You need to be 18 years of age to vote. You know, you don't need a license or anything to become a parent. And a lot of times parents, you know, maybe haven't ever taken a class on proper parenting, or maybe they just don't understand. You know, for me, it's so hard to see this. Apparently after the fact, I guess a cousin posted on Facebook saying that this was all a joke. Number one, you don't joke like this. But number two, someone who would do this to their kids clearly doesn't have judgment, clearly never learned what proper parenting techniques are. And that's what's sad to me is we've talked about something. I wish there was a course that we all had to take before you had kids that required you to go through. What are the steps when you get angry with your kids, the proper parenting technique?
Yeah, and very often the parents were treated like this when they were kids.
Sure.
So it's a vicious cycle that's been ingrained. And you know, I would like to think that other relatives or friends that would observe this would try to put a stop to it. But when it comes to parenting, it's a very touchy subject. Like, don't tell me how to raise my kids, treat my kids.
Well, that's true, but that's just heart-wrenching.
You don't always have a lot of memories from when you're a young child, but I have to imagine that if your lips are duct taped together, that no matter how many years pass, that's a memory you're going to have forever.
Absolutely.
Like, as a kid, how do you ever get that out of your mind?
That's being tortured.
Well,
No amount of therapy.
You know, at this point, again, it's just Tennessee Department of Children's Services is investigating along with the Memphis Police Department. Obviously, we hope these kids end up in a good situation.